Well, welcome back to the National Soccer Network. We have reached the final game of this 2025 Michigan Soccer Association Gerhard Mengel State Cup Championships. This is the men's open division, game number 5. So Hoverla FC out of Ward, Michigan, taking on Next Level Trading out of Bloomfield Hills. This is the men's open division. Hoverla, this is their first appearance today in any of these 5 games. So they're wearing the yellow and green kits going right to left. Next Level Trading wearing blue, black, and white kits. As there's some fans and players from the previous game, or fans watching this game, standing directly in view of the camera operators. We apologize for that. A little oblivious to the situation, but the game is underway here. Game number 5. This is the men's open division. Dan Stickrad from the National Soccer Network, the Director of News. Glad to be part of this 5th and final broadcast here today. We started with a game at 10 a.m. in the Gerhard Mengel State Cup. 4 champions have been crowned. The 5th one will be crowned here in the next couple of hours. 6:33. We just started here 6:31 p.m., about 31 minutes later than originally planned. The very first game this morning ended in a shootout. Detroit Bullets emerging with a 4-3 edge on penalty kicks to defeat Drita SC in that first game. That kind of slid all the games back in terms of start times. Game number 5 is underway. The location is Pontiac, Michigan. We're inside the confines of the massive complex at United Wholesale Mortgage. All 5 games indoors here in 2025. A year ago, we were out in the northeast side of this complex with all 5 games being played outdoors. Giovanni Moscheri and myself were on the call for all 5 of those games. Today, flying solo for each of these 5 broadcasts. I do apologize that my voice is slightly raspy. 3 minutes, 15 seconds into game number 5. Goal kick coming up for Hoverla FC. Again, Hoverla wearing their yellow and green kits. Next Level Trading wearing black. Sky blue kits. Rivera looks for a little bit of space. There's a shot deflected wide of the framework. That shot goes over the crossbar. Goal kick coming up. Sorry, I do apologize. We're not sent an accurate roster for one of the two teams here. Requested the league officials to send us one up to the press box. We're now in the 6th minute. Hoverla putting a lot of pressure on that back line. Still 0-0. Just into the 7th minute. Next level wearing blue kits in this game. Hoverla FC out of Warren. Yellow and green kits. Cool, thanks. This should be a corner kick on that far side coming up for Hoverla. First corner kick of the match for either team. Can't see exactly what jersey number that is in the far corner, but a high corner kick into the mixing bowl. Next level, able to clear it out of the box. Now looking to go on the counterattack. 8th minute here on the National Soccer Network. I'd like to thank Bianca Silva, part of our production crew, who work with the league officials on getting us the correct roster for next level for this contest. Where looks on that far side. Both teams trying to break down the opposition defense, getting a little feel for what they have out on the pitch, what kind of alignment, what kind of talent, speed. That's how soccer games often go. It's a bonus if you can get a goal in the first 10 minutes. Sometimes that will force a team to play you differently. But here in this match, we're in the 9th minute, about 8:20 in. No goals and no shots on frame thus far for either team. Again, next level training. Had red and white jersey this morning. Now they have sky blue and black uniforms for their match here this afternoon. There's some players from that game are also on the roster for this second game. There's some other players moved onto this roster. This next level training earned their first corner kick of this game. Ball will be served out of that northwest corner. High into the box. Players from both teams kind of colliding. Hoverla able to get the ball out of the box. Ball retained by next level training. So that's Anthony Santilli in goal for next level training. And number 1, Budig Maxim is in goal for Hoverla FC. This is an all Metro Detroit area final. Hoverla out of Warren. Next level training out of Bloomfield Hills. Both made their journeys to the State Cup Championships in the men's open division, the fifth and final game of this 5-game extravaganza inside United Wholesale Mortgage. Just about 10 and a half minutes into this match, no score. The day started off with the Detroit Bullets defeating Drita FC in a game that reached a shootout, 4-3 edge on penalties after the game was tied 0-0 at the end of regulation. The second game in the men's 40 and over division. Carpathia Kickers emerged 1-0 victors over the Detroit Bullets. Again, that was in the 40 and over division. The third game of the afternoon. Next Level Training pulled away from the Detroit United SC, 4-1 victory in that game. And in the Women's Open Cup, which finished about a half an hour ago, Pinnacle SC picked up a first half goal and held on for a 1-0 victory over Cabato FC out of Windsor to claim the Women's Open Cup. So those are the 4 games that have been completed here today at United Wholesale Mortgage. This is the 5th game, the men's open division. You're watching the Michigan Soccer Association Gerard Mengel State Cup Championship Weekend. Exclusive on NSN, on our Roku and TV and YouTube channels. Dan Stickrad, the Director of News for NSN, glad to be part of each of these broadcasts here today. Next Level Training gets the ball on that far side. Both teams looking to create a great scoring chance here in the early stages of this game. Advertise with NSN to reach a wide audience through live soccer broadcasts. We offer customized ad packages, including 30 and second commercials placed across your soccer streams. Boost your brand's visibility. Engage with fans in real time. Scan that QR code on your screen or call 586-304-4405. Back to the action. Hoverla FC in their yellow and green kits, sending the ball long down the near side. Ball shielded, knocked back to the goalkeeper. It's Anthony Santilli, the keeper for Next Level Training. Hoverla knocks it back, working it off their back line, getting it over midfield. Hoverla gets it into the top of the box. Next Level able to get it outside the box. There's a collision. Referee does say play on. Getting a little physical down here on the south end of this indoor facility. Now Next Level Training gets the ball back, looking in the counter. They'll play it back to reset here in the 14th minute. Once again, I'd like to thank our complete production crew back at our home studios in Shelby Township, Michigan. They have been producing game after game after game this entire weekend. In fact, 7 days a week over the last 3 months. Our crew's been working diligently in our studios, producing games in a wide variety of contests across the country. As that shot goes out of play, goal kick now for Hoverla. Hoverla trying to find some room down that far side. NLT intercepts. They'll play it back to Santilli, their goalkeeper. Now they'll work it on that near side. Long serve over midfield. Only see Hoverla get the ball back. There's a long shot from distance, a good 35, 40 yards out. That's wide right and a bit high from the framework by Hoverla FC. Hoverla, a pair of shots not on target here in the first 15 and a half minutes. We're in minute 16 on the National Soccer Network. Four games already completed, 3 games were very close contests. Another game was a 4-1 decision. Here in game number 5, that's next level training in the blue and black kits, working the ball along that far side. Look to see if this is a deep throw in or a corner kick. Looking like that went over the end line, so it should be a corner kick, and it is in the 17th minute. Next level training looking to take advantage of their corner kick, second of the game. Cross in the mixing bowl. Hoverla able to clear. Hoverla brings it up that far side. Ball squirts out of play. Throw in coming up for next level training. NLT, which had black and red uniforms earlier today, now have black and sky blue uniforms here in the Men's Open Cup. Some familiar faces from that game 1, along with some new faces for NLT. It's the first game for any of Hoverla's sides in the State Cup Championships. 18th minute now, plenty of time left in the first half for either team to get a go-ahead goal. Hoverla working the ball down the middle of the park, slotted to the outside. 18th minute now. Getting ready to cross into the 19th minute. And we have done so. Still 0-0, a stalemate, a chess match so far. There's a long serve into the box. Ball rolls out towards the corner. Ball kind of knuckled away from the box area. Hoverla able to retain the ball, and now that will settle it out towards midfield. We're now in the 19th minute, ball out of play. Should be a goal kick coming up for NLT. The NLT organization led by Aaron Bird already has 1 State Cup championship here today. Can they make it 2? Detroit Bullets, the only other franchise to have 2 teams playing today. They produce 1 State Cup champion and 1 runner-up during those first 4 games. Hoverla working the ball, slotting it down the middle. NLT able to intercept that through ball. And now setting the long clear over midfield. Breakaway opportunity coming up. And that was Kyle Breitmeyer, number 13. He had a goal and 2 assists in that first game, a 4-1 victory. In the men's 30 and over division. Now here in the men's open division. Breitmeyer showing he still has a lot of energy in the tank. Just misfiring on that breakaway opportunity. That was the first scoring chance for NLT in this match. Next level training, playing it smart with some of their roster players for the second game already playing one match today. They're taking the conservative approach of settling the ball down, looking for counterattacks or to play slow possession game. And there's a shot off the counterattack just wide left. Kind of a collision after that shot. Again, that was Kyle Breitmeyer, number 13, an uncorked one. Just left a frame. Trying to tell which player that is for Hoverla, who was knocked down on the turf. He's grabbing his shoulder in a little bit of pain. It's number 17, Zolkov Valentin, who got the worst of that collision. We just crossed into the 22nd minute. Just under 24 minutes left in the first half. This game is not even 25% old. There's a lot of soccer yet to be played in this game. Hoverla FC going right to left on your screen with those yellow kits. Next level training, left to right. Sky blue and black kits, both teams, 2 total shot attempts. No shots on goal for either side, and 2-1 edge off corner kicks in favor of NLT. Here in the 22nd minute, getting ready to cross into 23rd. Here's a long slot through traffic. Jig Maxim comes off this line and snares that through ball before any harm is made. NLT gets the ball back, slotting it back towards the center of the park. There's a long serve towards the far side of the box, played back out. And there's a cross through traffic. There's a shot on target. But Maxim is there to make the stop. There was a collision in the box. Players from both teams kind of colliding. An NLT player getting the worst of it. There was a yellow card issued. Looked like to a Hoverla player. Here in the 23rd minute, Aaron Bird sends it in. Couldn't tell which player was knocked down to the turf from that angle. But nevertheless, a penalty kick was called. A yellow card was issued. So next level training has a great opportunity here in the 24th minute with a penalty kick opportunity. Potentially go up 1-0. And there's a shot. Kind of a slow chip shot to the left side, and Kyle Breitmeyer, number 13, sends it home in the 24th minute. So on the penalty kick opportunity, Breitmeyer sends it home. 1-0 advantage for next level training. So NLT, their 3rd overall shot attempt, first on target. Results in the game's only goal thus far. Just crossed into the 25th minute. Next level training up 1-0 over Hoverla FC. So Hoverla sends it long down that center part of the park. NLT intercepts. A goal may open up this game a little bit. Both teams have been playing a little bit tight, a little bit slower paced here the first part of the first half. But now Hoverla has to play and come from behind. A collision in the box, about 4 or 5 yards from the doorstep. The yellow card was issued to Hoverla. Penalty kick opportunity was given to next level training, and Kyle Breitmeyer, who played in the game earlier today for his club, had a goal and 2 assists in that game, puts his team up 1-0 as Hoverla gets a shot from close to 30 yards out. That was right on target. Anthony Santilli makes a stop for next level training. His first official save. But then off the rebound, Hoverla FC strikes to level this game up here in the 26th minute. Let's take a look at that replay. So 1-1 here in the 26th minute. Teres Strachuk, number 15, credited with that goal for Hoverla. He got open in the box off the deflection and cashes in his paycheck. 1-1. So on their second shot on frame, Hoverla FC ties this game. Now they're on the move once again. Next level trading opts to play it back, building off their back line. We're now in the 28th minute, so about 17 minutes left here in half number one. About 17 and a half minutes. Next level trading, Hoverla FC, who will be crowned the fifth and final champion of this Michigan Soccer Association Gerard Mengel State Cup. 4 winners have also reached that circle. We're tied 1-1 here in this game. There must be a winner. If this game is tied at the end of the regulation, much like game 1 was, there will be a 5-minute intermission and the game will go immediately to a shootout. There will be no overtimes played in this final game. Now a substitution, but a throw-in coming up for next level training. They took a 1-0 advantage in the 24th before Hoverla pulled it back in the 26th minute off a rebound opportunity. So Hoverla 4-3 on total shots, 2-1 with shots on frame. Next level trading has a 2-1 advantage off corner kicks. Up on that scoreboard, we're all tied at 1 apiece. Hoverla setting up ball down that far side, giving chase towards that corner flag. They run out of real estate. Goal kick coming up for next level training. NSN Game Rewind brings the past to life with full commentary and dynamic graphics. Relive your favorite games with a professional broadcast experience where the past lives in the future. Scan that QR code or call 586-304-4405 to start watching today. NSN Rewind, one of the many programs we have on the National Soccer Network. You have more questions, call that number. Know someone in college looking for an internship who loves soccer, wants to go into sports media, we may be the place for you. Looking to get involved in one capacity or another. Hoverla giving chase. They would love to get in the capacity of scoring another goal. We were down 1-0 early. They tied it up here. We're down the 30th minute, so a little more than 15 minutes left in the first half. Hoverla threatening deep in next level trading territory. Throw in. Alexander Makitsai throws it in, sent into the top of the box. Hoverla gets it back. Here's a shot from distance with a bouncing ball right into the arms of Anthony Santilli, the goalkeeper for NLT. Now NLT looking to counter. They get the ball downfield in a hurry, but turn it over. Just crossed into the 31st minute, so a little less than 15 minutes left here in the first half. Both teams have had some chances, but we're still leveled at one apiece. So about 14 and a half minutes left. The scoreboard up on that west wall is counting down, but with 2 minutes left, that scoreboard will freeze as the official time is kept on the field by the officiating crew. Players from both teams a little tangled up there. Free kick coming up for NLT. Somewhat clean game so far, just 3 combined fouls in this match. So Aaron Bird sends it long, trying to find a way through that defense. Hoverla intercepts. Now they will look to build off their back line. Again, this is the men's open division, so there is a wide variety of players in terms of ages in this game. Players in their 20s, in their 30s, in their 40s, coming from a wide variety of soccer backgrounds, a wide variety of nationalities. But it has been an evenly contested match, both teams scoring here 1 goal apiece in the first half. NLT in the 24th. Hoverla FC in the 26th. That's where we stand up on the scoreboard. Both teams trading off possession, trading off attacks, forcing turnovers, conceding chances. We have seen some great games here today. Games kicked off. It's just a couple minutes after 10 a.m. That first game did reach a shootout, which pushed the start time back for the ensuing 4 games. This game started at 6:31 p.m., so about a half an hour later than originally planned. But we are indoors in the comfort of an air-conditioned indoor facility as there's a shot wide of frame by Hoverla FC. It's their 6th shot attempt of this first half. We cross into the 34th minute. So just under 12 minutes left here in half number 1. Dan Sticker at the National Soccer Network. Head over to our YouTube channel, visit the discussion board about this game, pick who will win this contest. Hoverla FC, our next level trading. Looking for stories about soccer across the country, you can visit thenationalsoccernetwork.com. Also follow NSN on our social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. And again, watch this game or thousands of others on our YouTube and Roku TV channels. Our production crew back at our home studios in Shelby Township, Michigan, busy producing a wide variety of games, averaging between 100 and 150 games per weekend, Friday through Sunday. Women's Premier Soccer League, United Women's Soccer, League for Clubs, Midwest Premier League, United Premier Soccer League, USL League 2, USLW. Did we forget anybody? I might forget my voice a little bit after this game. I've been part of our broadcast crew since 10 a.m. Been at the office here since 8:45 a.m. Hoverla working the ball in the box. There's a shot towards that right goalpost. Santilli dives to his left to make that stop. So Santilli with 3 saves and 4 chances here this evening for next level training. We're still tied at 1 apiece in the 35th minute, getting ready to cross into the 36th minute. And we officially done so. So just under 15 minutes left here in the first half. Will we settle for a 1-1 stalemate going into an intermission? Will either team be able to find a great scoring chance and put their side up This Next Level Trading makes a pair of substitutions here in the 36th minute. Throw in by NLT deep in Hoverla territory. You have to make the throw in back towards their back line. NLT has several of their midfielders and outside backs pushed up, but they've turned the ball over. Now Hoverla will settle it down. They moved it back to their center back, now back to the goalkeeper. And Maxim Bodig. Don't forget, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. you can visit our In the Game podcast. That's at 9 a.m. sharp, Monday through Fridays. Nathan Wrangler and Jonathan Turner get together to discuss hot topics around the U.S. soccer community, around the U.S. sports community in general. So much to talk about. So much happening just inside the U.S. borders right now in the game of soccer alone. The FIFA Club World Cup, national tournaments in the youth club circuit, ECNL national championships being played right now in San Diego, California, in both the boys and girls youth soccer scene. Playoffs are getting ready to start here in the next couple weeks. And a multitude of pre-professional amateur leagues across the country as Next Level Trading sends that shot well over the crossbar, their fourth shot attempt off target. We're now in the 38th minute, so a little less than 8 minutes left in the first half. Dan Stickred on the call for all 5 of these games. You're watching the Michigan Soccer Association Gerhard Mengel State Cup Championships exclusively on the National Soccer Network's Roku and YouTube channels. Glad you're part of tonight's game. Glad you were part of any of the previous 4 matches here on NSN. We've seen 3 one-goal games. We saw a 3-goal victory. That was Next Level Trading, who prevailed 4-1 in the game against Detroit United here this afternoon. We saw the very first game go scoreless into a shootout. Detroit Bullets breaking the stalemate with a 4-3 decision on PKs. Going the distance for that win. The only women's soccer game of the day completed here just over an hour ago, with Pinnacle FC out of Oakland County, Michigan, posting a 1-0 victory over Cabato out of Windsor, Ontario. There was a long shot knocked away by Maxim Bodig, goalkeeper for Hoverla. We're at the 39th minute, getting ready to cross into the 40th. So just about 6 minutes left in half number 1. Four games already completed in this Gerhard Mengel State Cup Championship weekend. 4 teams already in the winner's circle. Who will be the 5th side to join that group here in 2025? In the 40th minute now, Men's Open Cup final. Hoverla FC in their yellow and green kits. Next Level Trading in their sky blue and black kits, battling it out. Still 1-1 in this game. 40th minute, about 5:15 left. Again, that scoreboard up on that west wall will freeze with 2 minutes left, as the fishing aiding crew will keep the officials' time out on the field. So after we get inside 2 minutes, look for the official to mention how many minutes of stoppage time. He will keep that clock rolling on his watch. Now NLT looking the counter on that far side. Now Hoverla gets it back off the steal. Here's a long serve to the near side. NLT there, the center of the park to clear. Well, next level training. We'll build it back out towards midfield. Just being patient, methodical, trying to find a seam in that defense. It's been a very evenly matched game. Hoverla 7-5 in total shots. 4-2 of the shots on frame. Next level training, 2-1 on corner kicks. 1-1 up on your scoreboard where it matters most. There's a slot through traffic. Push to side, out of play on that far side. Throw in for NLT deep in Hoverla territory. In the 41st minute, getting ready to cross in the 42nd, and we've done so. 4 minutes left here in the half number one. Will either team find a great scoring chance to go up 2-1 at the break? Hoverla on the counterattack. Off the steal, slotted over down that near side. A little bit too much pace on that through ball. It rolls out of play. Goal kick coming up for NLT. 3.5 minutes plus stoppage time left here in the first half. As I just mentioned here a moment ago, it's been a very evenly matched game. Stats are pretty close. Scoreboard tied, 1 apiece. But there must be a winner here to end this 5th and final game. The State Cup trophy and the Michigan Soccer Association Gerhard Mengel State Cup already been issued. 4 teams have posed in front of that camera. Glistening silver cup in the hands of their team captains. Which one of these two sides will raise that cup here later this evening as the yellow card is issued to NLT? One of the defenders called for the infraction. Little shove, little love tap, grab at the jersey. 43rd minute now. About 40 yards out, free kick coming up for Valera FC out of Warren, Michigan. Can they create a scoring chance off this set piece? There's a long cross deflected out of harm's way. Denis Vaslov, who took that set piece for Hoverla FC. They've earned the throw in deep in NLT territory. We're now in the 44th minute. So just under 2 minutes left plus stoppage time. Shouldn't be a ton of extra time added on that clock. Just 2 goals, 2 yellow cards, and 1 minor injury here in the first half. Don't expect any more in about 2 or 3 minutes. But now the NLT looking the counter, getting the ball down the center of the park. There's a shot, deflected wide, a rebound, deflected as well. So 2 quick shots on that counterattack by Next Level Training, both blocked by Valera FC defenders who escaped danger. NLT served that ball long. Josh Stenbeck, number 2, had actually played in that first game for NLT back in the men's 30 and over division, where NLT prevailed 4-1. He was on a mad 100-meter dash sprint down the center of the park. He took the initial shot at scoot back out of the box. Then the rebound was pushed. The defender knocked that one away. So we're now in the 45th minute, about 30 seconds left plus stoppage time. If both teams are slowing it down, just maybe we'll look to settle for a 1-1 stalemate going into the halftime intermission. Throwing for NLT. They'll look to play the ball on their back line. Do not want to turn the ball over with forwards there, putting on high pressure. Deep in your own territory. NLT looking to clear. They send it over towards midfield on that far side. Players from both teams getting tangled up. The referee says that went off an NLT player. A little bit of frustration mood as an NLT player kind of slammed the ball the other way. He's lucky he didn't get a yellow card on that. We just entered stoppage time. So looking at about maybe 3 minutes. The referee did not give us official signal how much time it was being added on the clock. But we are officially 25 seconds into stoppage time nevertheless. Dan Sticker at the National Soccer Network on the call of this 5th and final game. We're still one apiece here. End of the first half. Coming close. Free kick coming up for NLT deep in Hoverla FC territory. So this is about 30, 35 yards out on that far left side. Maybe too far to put a shot attempt on, but not far enough to chip a ball into the mixing bowl to try to create a late first half scoring chance. There's a long high serve. That goes out of harm's way over that end line. Goal kick coming up for Hoverla FC. We're now about a minute and a half into stoppage time. Goal kick. Maxime Vadig, the goalkeeper for Hoverla, puts it back in the field of play. Hoverla brings it over midfield, turning the ball over. Now NLT settles just inside midfield. But the referee has blown his whistle. 4 games completed. Game number 5 has reached the halftime intermission here on the National Soccer Network. Next Level Training FC 1. Hoverla FC 1. You're watching the Michigan Soccer Association's Gerhard Mengel State Cup Championships. Don't go anywhere. Half number 2 coming up about 10 minutes. We'll step aside for these commercial breaks and see you for half number 2.
From the biggest matches to the hottest takes, Jonathan Turner and Nathan Wenger bring you the stories, the analysis, and the edge you won't get anywhere else. Streaming live weekdays at 9 a.m. on YouTube, Roku TV, Facebook, Twitter, and all major platforms. No filters, no fluff, just real talk, real soccer. This is Inside the Game.
The Flint City Bucks are Michigan's top soccer franchise with 4 national championships, 9 conference titles, and 15 Great Lakes Division titles. They have produced 107 players for Major League Soccer, and they focus on attracting top talent and shaping soccer's future. Michigan Bucks Academy joins NLS Next new competition tier starting in September of 2025. This offers elevated levels of play and flexibility for high school participation. The Academy will provide premier development, high-performance training, and exposure to scouts through regional tournaments and MLS Next events. For more information on tryouts, training programs, and key updates as we prepare for our first season in MLS Next new tier, visit MichiganBucksAcademy.com.
Experience the thrill of the game like never before with NSN's Game Rewind. Dive into full match commentaries enhanced with cutting-edge dynamic graphics, letting you relive the highs and lows of your favorite matches in astonishing detail. Whether it's a championship win or a legendary play, NSN Game Rewind bridges the past and future with a broadcast experience designed to captivate. Call 586-304-4405 and start watching today.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Accelerate your soccer journey this summer at Oakland University. From June 30th to July 31st, players will have the incredible opportunity to refine their skills under the guidance of Oakland University soccer coaches. Train at world-class facilities while gaining insight into life in a collegiate environment. These camps cater to a range of skill sets and ages, from youth programs to the Elite ID program, ensuring participants are surrounded by peers who challenge and inspire. As one of the premier soccer institutions in the Horizon League, Oakland University soccer program offers an unparalleled environment for growth and development. Don't miss your chance. Register now at OaklandBoysSoccerCamps.com.
The 2025 UDM Boys Summer College Prospect ID Camp is designed for field players and goalkeepers seeking exposure to college coaches, professional training sessions, competitive matches, and insight into the college soccer environment. Directed by the UDM men's soccer staff, this camp is ideal for players serious about advancing their soccer careers. On July 26th and 27th, the camp becomes a perfect platform for aspiring athletes to showcase their talent and commitment. For more information and to register, visit DetroitMercySoccerCamps.com.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today. Chaos FC is a soccer club in Macomb County, Michigan, dedicated to player development through professional training. Our mission is to offer a safe, positive environment that nurtures youth talent. We aim to help players reach their full potential and compete at high levels in MYSL, MSP, SP, and MRL. We provide equal opportunities for all players to develop skills, knowledge, and appreciation for soccer through top-tier training and positive coaching. Our goal is to help players grow as individuals, promoting life skills such as sportsmanship, teamwork, goal setting, and fair play. Learn more today by visiting chaosfc.us. If you are interested in participating in a sport that requires skill, fitness, strategic thinking, and team play, soccer offers opportunities at various levels to improve fitness and coordination. Whether you prefer casual participation, competitive play, or joining a futsal league, our organization provides a welcoming environment to learn new skills and meet new people. Register today for the Macomb Soccer Summer Camp from July 14th to 18th. The camp will be led by Kansas City's professional players James Togba and Mike De Silva. It is open to boys and girls aged 6 through 16 with an early bird registration fee of $175 if registered by July 7th. Gain knowledge from professionals in an engaging and competitive setting. For further information, visit mrsl.us.
Right here, the ball's deflected. And an incredible goal. Number 15, Taras Thrashuk collects that loose ball. A right-footed bending laser that curled into that right goal post to tie this game up. That's where we stand, 1-1 at the half. Next level trading 1, Hoverla FC 1. There must be a winner in this game. Who will be crowned the 5th and final champion of this 2025 Michigan Soccer Association Gerhard Mengel State Cup? 4 games decided earlier today. The 5th game, 45 minutes left. Will this game be decided in regulation? Will this game go to the penalty spot and be decided in a shootout? We will know here over the course of the next hour or so. Dan Sticker with the National Soccer Network, my raspy voice and all. Glad to be part of all 5 of these games here at the United Wholesale Mortgage. Exclusively on the National Soccer Network's Roku TV and YouTube channels. Do like to thank the myth, the legend, the man, Akshay and his camera operating crew who made their way over to United Wholesale Mortgage at 8:30 this morning to set up. They have rotated on 5 different games here today. Also like to thank each and one of our production crew. We have more than 15 people back at our home studios, the NSN hub, the mothership, producing games not just in this Gerhard Mengel State Cup, but games all over the United States each and every day here this spring and summer. A lot of praise goes to those individuals. They were here at before 12 noon yesterday. Some of our crew didn't leave till after 1 a.m. Eastern time as some games out on the West Coast wrapped up in the Pacific time zone. But here in the Eastern time zone, we are in the second half of this 5-game extravaganza. Next level training. Hoverla SC battling out who will hoist that silver cup here later this evening. Again, 4 games already competed. The morning started off with a game that reached a shootout. The Detroit Bullets prevailed in a PKs, a 4-3 edge over Drita FC to get things going. So we look at an injury here against Hoverla SC. Number 7, Yuri Consorata. Still down, grabbing his ankle. But we look back to game number 2, Carpathia FC. That was in the 40 and over division. They knocked off the Detroit Bullets 1-0. The first game was in the 50 and older division. Now in game number 3 in the 30 and over division. Next level training defeated Detroit United FC 4-1. That was the only game that wasn't close on that scoreboard. And then here about an hour and a half ago in the 4th game of the Women's Open Cup, Pinnacle FC prevailed 1-0 over Cabato FC out of Windsor, Ontario, Canada. As coaches and trainers aid a Hoverla player off the field. But those are the 4 games already competed. Those 4 teams posed in front of the camera with that shining bright Gerhard Mengel State Cup trophy in their hands. But who will prevail in this stalemate? We're in the 49th minute, crossing into the 50th. Just 4 minutes into the second half, still tied at 1 apiece. Next level training in their sky blue and black kits, going right to left on your screen. They have 1 goal in the 24th. Hoverla FC in their yellow and green kits. There's a shot from the far side. Aaron Bird sends one home for next level training, breaking that stalemate. I was just talking about the pair of goals scored in the first half. A long serve to that far side of the box. Aaron Bird, who grew up in this area just to the south in Bloomfield Hills, Michigan, sends in the go-ahead goal for next level training here in the 50th minute. So Bird finding enough space near the top of that box. He uncorks one. Right foot, back of the net, 2-1 in favor of NLT. Now Hoverla FC trying to play its way back from a 1-goal deficit, down 2-1 here in the second half. Down to about 39 and a half minutes plus stoppage time. Plenty of time to get a goal or two. Plenty of time for next level training to also score and extend their lead. You talk about getting an opportunity and absolutely burying your opportunity. Aaron Bird send one home in the 50th minute to break the 1-1 stalemate. 51st minute now. But the offside, actually the ball went out of play, not an offsides throw in coming up. For Hoverla, right at midfield. 52nd minute now. It's just around 39 minutes left. Subscribe to NSN on our YouTube for exclusive soccer content, live streams, and highlights and more. Stay connected to all the action by hitting that subscribe button. Don't miss out. Join the NSN community today. So like and share us on our YouTube channel. We do have a discussion board on our YouTube channel. Who will win today's matchup, NLT or Hoverla FC? You can vote on that until the 75th minute. We're in the 52nd here on the pitch. Also, let us know on that chat room where you're watching the game. Are you local here in Oakland County, Michigan, or Detroit area? Are you out of state, up north, even other parts of the world? There's a shot pushed right on goal. Maxim Bidag was there to make the stop. Also, you can look up various stories around the U.S. soccer pyramid over on the nationalsoccernetwork.com. Feel free to like and share all of our social media platforms. Again, Facebook, Twitter, X, Instagram, LinkedIn, and TikTok. Come back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Inside the Game podcast. Nathan Wrangler, our broadcast director, Jonathan Turner. We'll talk about the hot topics around the soccer ecosystem in the United States, maybe even globally, sometimes touching on other soccer or sports-related topics. You never know what they have up their sleeve. That's Inside the Game, weekdays from 9 to 10 a.m., only on NSN. 54th minute now in this Men's Open Cup State Championship. Michigan Soccer Association Gerhard Mengel State Cup. I mentioned it a few times before. Four teams have already reached that winner's circle. Which one of these two sides will join them? Next level training out of Bloomfield Hills, up 2-1 over their Warren counterparts, Hoverla FC. Next level training scored in the 24th. Hoverla FC pulled it back in the 26th, and then in the 50th minute, next level training went up 2-1. So 2 goals in the first half, 1 here in half number 2 on NSN. We're inside the United Wholesale Mortgage Sports Complex, south side of Pontiac, Michigan. As the offside flag did go up. So that was the first time in this game that Hoverla FC whistled for a player in an offside position. Free kick for NLT. They'll send it long and high, deep into Hoverla territory. That was a long serve of good 60-plus yards. That came back near the 18-yard line, sent all the way down closer to the other 18. Hoverla gets it back. They get it over midfield. Trying to find a way to get an equalizing goal here in the second half, down 2-1. Now NLT off to steal, bring the ball down to the center of the field. There's a serve into the box towards that right side. Ball played off of Hoverla FC player. This should be a corner kick coming up for NLT, and it is. Third of the game for NLT, first of the second half. There you see number 10, Aaron Bird, getting ready to take the corner kick. He just scored the go-ahead goal back in the 50th minute. An absolute rope from about 18 yards out, Aaron Bird. Again, he grew up in this area, not too far to the south in Bloomfield Hills. A familiar face in the soccer scene across the state of Michigan. That ball out of play, another corner kick coming up for NLT. This should be their 4th of the game. So Bird stays down there in that southwest corner. He'll look to serve it back into the mixing bowl. That cross, Maxime Badig, the goalkeeper for Hoverla, scoops up that ball, snares it out of the field. Now next level training gets the ball back. Now they're building from just inside midfield. There's a long through ball untouched. Hoverla gets the ball back. Now they're looking to build up a counterattack on the near side. There's a long serve. Anthony Santilli comes off his line to the corner of the box to collect that loose ball. Team up 2-1 here in the 58th minute. Just crossed over. As Santilli punts the ball close to 60 yards downfield. So NLT off the free kicks, goal kicks, and punts. Getting a lot of long serves. Now Hoverla looking at the ball along that far side. 58th minute. Just over 32 minutes left here in half number 2. Will it stand in 2-1 in favor of next level training? Will either team be able to score here down the stretch? There's a high shot well over the cross by Hoverla FC. That's their first shot attempt of half number 2. Goal kick coming up for NLT. As we cross into the 59th minute. A year ago, all these games were also played at United Wholesale Mortgage, but they were outdoors. It was very hot, very humid, and extremely windy on that day. Today's matchups, which began at 10:03 a.m., have all been played indoors. Now NLT looks to serve it long down the near side. Ball flicked over to the center of the park, now flicked towards the box. Hoverla able to clear. So NLT looking to counter. They've done a good job several times in this game of sending long serves towards that box area. Just unsuccessful in that attempt. But now they've earned it back right at midfield. Number 21, Zach Atwood, trying to find a teammate down the center of the park. Hoverla forces yet another turnover. The boys in yellow and green look at the counter. That's number 15, Taras Threchuk, who had the goal for Hoverla FC, which tied it up back in the 26th minute. Remained one apiece at the half. Here in half number 2, in the 50th minute, Aaron Bird of NLT put his side up 2-1. That's where we stand up to the scoreboard here in the 60th minute. So about 30 and a half minutes left plus stoppage time here in the second half. But Hoverla has earned their first corner kick of half number 2. A high swinging corner into the mixing bowl. There's a rebound shot. Santilli leaps high to snare that ball, making the save. So that's his first save of the second half. He's had 4 saves and 5 chances to help NLT maintain this lead here, 2-1. We just crossed into the 61st minute. The referee has blown his whistle. There should be a foul and a free kick coming up for next level training. This is looking to be about 30 yards out from goal. A little bit right of center. So it looks like number 2, Josh Stenbeck, one of the players over by that ball for NLT. Now he will concede to a teammate. Can't see the jersey number in that sunlit shadow. You can see through the windows there's a bright spot on the field, but the ball is served in, flicked towards the goal mouth area, out of play, shot wide of target here in the 62nd minute. So next level training up 2-1. They had a great chance there off the set piece. A floater in the box headed wide of target. NLT makes a pair of substitutions here in the 62nd minute. Next level training. Aaron Bird and company up 2-1. Aaron Bird with the go-ahead goal back in the 50th. Somewhat an evenly matched game here after 61 and a half minutes of play. We're in Pontiac, Michigan, inside the confines of the United Wholesale Mortgage. Used to be the United Soccer Arena, switched here about a decade ago. That's Hoverla FC in their yellow and green kits. They're from Warren, Michigan. They're down 2-1 to next level training. Based out of Bloomfield Hills, where they have chapters and branches, trainers all over the state of Michigan. They've become quite well known here in the soccer ecosystem across the state. NLT already won one state cup trophy here this afternoon, looking to be the only club to win 2 here today. So NLT in the sky blue and black kits on the move on that far side, up 2-1 here in the 63rd minute. Ball sent into the middle of the park. That's number 2, Josh Stenbeck. He turns it over. You can see players on both teams in there. The way that sunlight is reflecting through those windows, you can see those lightly lit squares on the field. You look up into that sunlight, you can lose the ball momentarily. NLT moving the ball on that far side. There's a cross into the mixing bowl. Shot just wide. Josh Stenbeck was there at the doorstep, about 6 yards out, just couldn't redirect that towards the framework. That shot was about a yard and a half wide right. But that was the fourth shot overall of the second half. Next level training's up 2-1. They have 11-9 overall shots advantage in this game. Hoverla FC 5-4 with shots on target. And then on corner kicks, NLT 4-1 advantage off the corners. Again, a very evenly matched in most statistical categories. Up on that scoreboard, where Mattles Morse in the 65th minute. We just crossed over. Next level training up 2-1 over Hoverla FC. Do the boys in yellow and green have enough in the tank to get an equalizer here in the second half? Can that level training add another goal or hold on to the 2-1 advantage? Still plenty of time. Just over 25 minutes left plus stoppage time here in the fifth and final game. As Santilli gives chase, collects that loose ball, sent into the box. There's an injured player for Hoverla FC on that far side. He's not getting up, kind of holding his head area. Hopefully nothing serious, maybe just the wind knocked out of him. There was a collision. It looks like number 21 for Hoverla. 27, I apologize. Vadine Forder Ikshin. Number 27 limps off the field, so substitution for Hoverla. They're looking to try to get an equalizer off this set piece. That's on the far side. Had a collision here about a minute ago. Second foul of the second half against NLT. Can Hoverla make them pay? This set piece about 17 yards out, but on the far left side. Great opportunity to either swing this in or maybe even curl one towards the framework. NLT, two-man wall near the edge of the box. There's a bending free kick, way too high, way too far, out of play, goal kick coming up for NLT. We just crossed into the 67th minute. So down to just over 24 minutes left in half number 2 of game number 5. You're watching the Michigan Soccer Association Gerhard Mengel State Cup Championships here on the National Soccer Network YouTube channel, Roku TV channels. Pick your choice. All 5 of these games exclusively on our networks. Well over 100 games overall between Friday and Saturday and Sunday across the country on NSN this weekend. There's Hoverla putting a little pressure, but they turn it over with a foul just beyond midfield. So 2 fouls apiece here in the second half as NLT sends it long down the near side. Scooped up just outside the box, but turned quickly over. Hoverla looking the counter. Just crossed into the 68th minute. That ball bounces out of play, throwing for Hoverla FC. Coming up about 10-12 yards into NLT territory. Sent back into the field of play. Hoverla switching fields to that far side in front of their own bench. Trying to find a glorious scoring opportunity to level this game up. There's a serve in the box cleared by NLT's back line. So 68th minute, Hoverla will knock it back to midfield. They're looking to find a hole in that defense. NLT looks to clear it over midfield, and they've done so on that near side. NLT putting a lot of high pressure on. They've intercepted that clear. The referee does blow his whistle off that foul, so that will free kick about 8 yards into HVL territory. Hoverla FC out of Ward, Michigan. They're down 2-1 as NLT, Next Level Training, puts the ball back and play off the set piece. They send it over to that far side. There's a long high cross into the mixing bowl. A header redirected. Maxime Badig, the 6'5" goalkeeper for Hoverla FC, there to snare that shot. So 69th minute, crossing into the 70th right about now. Just around 21 minutes left here in half number 2 of game number 5. Hoverla switching to the near side. Now there's a serve into the box, redirected by NLT out towards midfield. They're looking to counter. The player tripped up right at midfield. Free kick coming up for NLT, and Hoverla's number 21. Excuse me, number 27, Vadine Vodorishin, booked with the yellow card, second for his team here today. They also had a yellow card issue way back in the 23rd minute. So 2 cards against Valera FC, 1 card in this match against Next Level Training, which will have a free kick right at midfield here. So we just crossed into the 71st minute. So around 20 minutes left, plus stoppage time here at the end of the second half. Plenty of time left. Next Level Training would love nothing more to get an insurance tally, put a little more distance between them and their competitors. Hoverla FC would love nothing more to tie this game up. Down 2-1 here. Final 20 minutes of play. The 5th and final game of this Gerhard Mengel State Cup for 2025. Some of the very best adult league soccer teams across the state of Michigan gathering here today. Plus we had 1 side from Ontario, Canada, coming just across the border in Windsor. There's a collision. Should be a free kick coming up for Valera FC, and it is. Both teams whistle for 3 fouls here in half number 2. We're now in the 72nd minute. Right now, this game is a 2-1 advantage for NLT. 3 previous games were decided in very close affairs. Only 1 of the 4 games decided by 2 or more goals. First game was decided in a penalty kick shootout. 0-0 stalemate heading into PKs. That was your very first game of the morning. Detroit Bullets won the 15 over division championship over Drita FC. That game reached a shootout, so they'll push the ensuing 4 games back. This game did not kick off till about 6:31 p.m. Now we're in the 72nd minute. Free kick for NLT. NLT turns it long down into that southeast corner. And there's a shot at the top of the 18, wide of target. Maxim Badig races over to scoop up the loose ball. Now he punts it out towards midfield. NLT recovers, getting the ball back. Just inside their own side of the field. They look at the play it back, reset along their back line, protecting that 2-1 advantage here late in this match. We've seen some great games contested here today inside the confines of the United Wholesale Mortgage. Now goal kick for Valera SC. We're in the 73rd minute now. Time ticking down against Hoverla as they take this goal kick back into the field of play. We're now in the 74th minute, so just under 17 minutes left in half number 2. Hoverla looking to counter, switching to that far side. Now a low serve towards the box, deflected. NLT gets it back. Ball kind of pinging off players from both teams. There's a long strike from about 40 yards out. And Anthony Santilli backpedals, shoves it over the crossbar to keep his team up 2-1. It'll be a corner kick coming up for Hoverla FC, but Santilli, an exceptional save to keep this side up 2-1. So, high corner kick into the box, bouncing around. NLT gets it out, cleared outside the box. Hoverla FC regroups, sending it back to the near side. And there's another cross towards the far side. NLT clears it. Hoverla taking some gambles, pushing up a couple extra attackers here in the final 16 minutes of play. There must be a winner today, but in order to get this game to a shootout, they got to get an equalizer first. 2-1 in favor of Next Level Training, which is on the move, on the counterattack. NLT, a 3-on-3 situation. But an errant pass turns it over. Valera gets it back out towards midfield. 75th minute now, about 15:30 left here in the half number 2. Exciting day here in the Michigan Soccer Association. They band together several leagues each year to put together this Gerhard Mengel State Cup Championship. 4 men's divisions, 1 women's division being decided here today at United Wholesale Mortgage in Pontiac, Michigan. 3 men's games and 1 women's game already completed. We're now in the 76th minute of this men's open division. There's a shot from distance, about 30 yards over the crossbar. Goal kick coming up for NLT. NLT 6-4 shots here in the second half. 3-2 with shots on target. Both teams having 2 corner kicks in the second half. But back in that 50th minute, if you recall, Aaron Bird found a little bit of space at the top of the box along that right side. He ripped one home to put Next Level Training up 2-1. That's where we still stand here in the 76th. Both teams scored a goal back in the 24th and 26th minute, respectively, in that first half. NLT was up 1-0. Hoverla FC tied it before the break. Hoverla trying to thread the needle down the center of the park. NLT picks that pass off. Now bringing up that near side. That's Josh Stenbach, number 2. He's been very active in this game. So this should be a throw-in coming up deep in the territory of Hoverla FC. Number 4. It's like John Evans takes the throw-in. Evans, the longtime high school soccer coach at Gross Eel High School downriver. Evans has coached several state championships, state runner-up and Final Four teams with the Red Devils down in Division III at the Michigan High School Athletic Association state tournament over the years. His side, Next Level Training, up 2-1 here in the 78th minute now. So we're inside the 78th minute. 13 and a half minutes left. Next level trading up 2-1. Hoverla FC in the yellow and green kits getting the ball down that far side but turning it over. NLT regroups, get it out of midfield. The ball sent out of play. NLT throw in near midfield. Just crossed into the 79th minute, so a little less than 12 minutes left now in half number 2. Next level trading up 2-1 in this men's open division of the Gerhard Mengel Stake Cup Championship weekend. Can they hold on? Can they be the 15 to raise that silverly shining bright Gerhard Mengel Stake Cup trophy? Can Hoverla find a way to get an equalizer, maybe force a shootout? We'll know the answers to all those questions here down the stretch. There is a free kick over by that far sideline, a little bit of collision. Free kick coming up for Hoverla FC. There's a long free kick towards the box. Flicked into the box, but never fear. Anthony Santilli is there to groom that loose ball. So we just crossed into the 80th minute. Down to about 11 minutes here in the second half. NLT looks to switch fields, getting it over to that far side, now redirecting towards their back line. And resetting. There's a cross from that far side. Bouncing around the box, a shot was taken off the volley, but that ball well out of play. Goal kick coming up for Hoverla FC. We're now in the 80th minute. Getting close to the 81st minute, just seconds away. Just over 10 minutes left in this game. When that scoreboard does reach 2 minutes, it will freeze up because the official time is kept on the field. Our score bug in the upper left-hand corner, the scoreboard on that west wall are not official. Only the center official knows the official time. The time is running out on Hoverla FC. They got to find a way to get an equalizer here late. They're down 2-1. And there's another collision. A free kick will coming up now for Hoverla FC. A yellow card has been issued. Number 15, Ryan Zepka, an all-stater years ago at Novi High School, in the books now for NLT. Here in the 81st minute. So both teams picking up one yellow card apiece in each half. So 2 aside for this entire game. We're in the 82nd minute. Just around 9 minutes left, plus whatever stoppage time the officiating crew puts up on that clock. Still plenty of time for Hoverla FC to get an equalizer. Here comes the free kick. A high swinger into the box, but well over the framework. That serve became a shot just a couple yards over the crossbar. Goal kick coming up for next level training here in the 82nd minute. We are down to about 8 minutes of play, plus stoppage time. A very closely contested matchup from the opening kickoff. Next level training has never trailed. They went up in the 24th. Hoverla FC tied it in the 26th. And then NLT took the 2-1 advantage in the 50th. And that's where we still stand here in the 83rd. .806 up on the clock. 83rd minute in this game. Sun still shining outdoors. You can see the reflections on the field. The But the sun is starting to set on Hoverla FC unless they can find a way to tie this game up in the second half. We're in the 83rd minute, getting close to the 84th. Just around 6 minutes left in this game. Hoverla just getting the ball just inside the box. Shot redirected, forcing Santilli to lean to his right to scoop up that shot. So next level training sends it over midfield. They turn it over. A lot of turnovers here in half number 2 for both teams. 84th minute. NLT looks to serve it out way downfield, out of play. Throw-in coming up for Hoverla FC deep in their own territory here in the 84th minute. Throw-in back towards the back line. NLT not playing high pressure. They're sitting back now, trying to protect their 2-1 advantage. Another collision. The referee says play on. Long serve by the goalkeeper, Maxim Badig. He sends it out towards midfield. Ball bouncing off both teams, off the headers. And there's a foul collision. Free kick coming up for next level training. These two sides have combined for 9 fouls here in the second half. 5 against Hoverla, 4 against NLT. We're in the 85th minute. So a little bit less than 6 minutes left here in this game. There's a long free kick towards the box. Ball rolls over to the near side. NLT serves it back into the mixing bowl, cleared by the boys in yellow and green. Hoverla FC looking to counter, bring the ball up that far side. NLT forces yet another turnover. Now they sent it long. There's a player giving chase, number 20, Sebi Harris, the Lake Orion High School grad, once played his collegiate days at Oakland University. He gave chase, tried to force the turnover in the box, but now next level training, getting the ball back on their own side of the field with free kick here in the 86th minute. As NLT look to stall and take it off as much time as possible, protecting that 2-1 advantage. NLT look to take this free kick. And a long serve over midfield down that far right side. NLT has numbers. There's a slot pass, goes over to the end line. Goal kick coming up for Hoverla FC. They are down to less than 4 minutes. Can they find enough fuel in the tank, enough energy, enough magic to get a late equalizer? Or will next level training hold on and raise that state cup here in the men's open division? Again, 4 games completed. This 5th game is nearing its completion. Just about 4 minutes left. If this game is tied at the end of regulation, there will be a 5-minute intermission followed by a penalty kick shootout. But Hoverla FC out of Ward, Michigan must get an equalizer for that to happen. Hoverla sends it down that far side. The ball goes out of play. Throw-in coming up for next level training. 88th minute now, just around 3 minutes left. But the officiating crew does keep the official time left, so up in that scoreboard it says about 3:20 left. That and the scoreboard up in your upper left-hand side are not official. Now NLT gets a throw in. Stall even a little bit more with that 2-1 advantage. There's a flick down that right side, a collision. Referee says play on. No, NLT will regroup. Switching fields to the near side. 89th minute now, just about 2 minutes left here in this second half. Next level trading up 2-1 over their counterparts, Hoverla FC. A very evenly matched game. 4 of these 5 contests today have been very closely contested. Only one game separated by more than 2 goals. That was next level training defeating Detroit United FC. That was back in the 2 o'clock game of the men's 30 and over division. This is the men's open division. This is the 5th and final game of the day. Dan Stickrad from the National Soccer Network thanking everyone involved for tuning in for this or any of the games in this Michigan Soccer Association Gerhard Mengel State Cup Championship weekend. NLT can taste it. We're down about a minute and a half. NLT up 2-1, but Hoverla FC on the counter. There's a long serve towards the top of the box. The ball bouncing around. And there's a shot right into the arms of Anthony Santilli, the goalkeeper for NLT. That was an absolute laser from about 25 yards out through traffic, but right into the arms of Santilli. So Santilli now with 8 saves on the game. His team up 2-1 here. We're about ready to cross into stoppage time. Hoverla picks off that through ball. Now they're looking to counter. Time ticking on their game. Time ticking on their season. Can Hoverla SC find a way to tie this game up and force a shootout? We are now officially in to stoppage time in this men's Open Cup final. Offsides whistle has been called. A free kick coming up for next level training, up 2-1 here in stoppage time. So NLT getting ready for the free kick. Again, they will take as much time off as they can. Now a long high serve down that far right side. Ball back down in the middle of the park. We're about 1 minute in the stoppage time. We weren't indicated how much time exactly was added to the clock, but it shouldn't be any more than 3 or 4 minutes. Hoverla looking the counter, down 2-1. The short pass served into the box on that far side. NLT able to deflect that ball off Hoverla FC forward. Goal kick coming up for the boys in sky blue and black. We are now about a minute 20 into stoppage time. Next level training, looking to be the only club here in the 2025 Gerhard Mengel State Cup Championship weekend to produce 2 winners. They won the men's 30 and over division title earlier this afternoon. Now 8:15 p.m. Next level training up 2-1 as they take that long goal kick out over midfield. Throw-in coming up for Hoverla FC. They're down to their waning seconds. That's Josh Stenbeck sending the ball towards the corner of the box. A collision inside the box. Hoverla FC player down on his side just over the end line. Off that collision, it'll be a free kick in the corner of their own box coming up for Hoverla FC. They are down 2-1. We are now 2.5 minutes in the stoppage time. Hoverla FC trails next level training 2-1 late. They have to get the ball downfield. They have to get the ball downfield in the Hurley, and they have to find a way to get a late equalizer and force a shootout. Is there enough magic left in the bag? Enough fuel in the tank for Hoverla FC. So they work the ball down this near side. A long serve down towards the top of the box. Headed out of bounds. Throw-in coming up deep into NLT territory. Throw-in for Hoverla FC. Sent back into the field of play. Out of bounds once again. Another deep throw-in coming up for Hoverla FC. We are now 3 minutes, 25 seconds into stoppage time. These should be the final seconds. The ball flicked towards the goalkeeper, and Anthony Santilli. And the final whistle has been blown. Here on the National Soccer Network, 5 games have now come to fruition in the Michigan Soccer Association Gerhard Mengel State Cup Championship weekend. In the men's open division, your champion, Next Level Training, 2-1 victors over Hoverla FC. I'd like to thank Akshay, our camera operating crew, his staff on site here for close to 12 hours, the United Wholesale Mortgage. I'd like to thank our entire production crew back at our home office, Shelby Township, Michigan, producing all these games, Gerhard Mengel State Cup. Look at some of these goals scored in this fifth and final game. But up on the scoreboard, that game is complete. Next Level Training wins the Men's Open Cup final to conclude festivities here at United Wholesale Mortgage. So once again, Dan Stickrad with the National Soccer Network. Again, thanking everyone involved in all these games. Our production crew, our camera crew, all 5 officiating crews, and all the volunteers from the Michigan Soccer Association to put on this 5-game extravaganza. Once again, all 5 games complete. Next Level Training win the men's open division 2-1 over Hoverla FC. Have a great, blessed Sunday evening. Have a great week, and even better 4th of July weekend coming up. Dan Stickrad, have a good evening.
Boost your brand with NSN's live soccer broadcast, reaching a passionate audience in real time. Engage fans during thrilling soccer matches. Maximize visibility with tailored ad packages. Add 30-second or 60-second commercials for concise, impactful messaging and greater audience connection. Call 586-304-4405 and start your campaign today.